Hey guys, it's Brian from the Dude What Movie Review Podcast. We hope you're enjoying the Halloween program we've been rolling out for you on the feed. This episode you're about to hear originally aired way back on October 19th, 2017 on the Homer's Radio Network. Homer's! Episode 14, titled Happy Hollow What the Hell Was That?, was the lead-up episode to our first ever Halloween special, and man, did this episode create some memorable moments and Dude What history as well. So ditch the mung and grab yourself a bowl of popcorn, turn down the lights, and get ready to be entertained as we talk about a movie that is scary. Scary bad, that is. Enjoy. How's it going? Get my ska on. I'm feeling it, man. Hi. Welcome to the Dude What Movie Review Podcast, where we give you a new way to look at some of your old favorites. I am one half of the hosting squad here, Brian Sumner, and sitting across from me is Jim. Say hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim. I think I'm going to start singing, try doing it in different voices each time.
I think you should. Different dialects.
Yeah.
Russian.
Would be fun.
Italian.
I may do that. Yeah.
Gangsta.
Starting next week, we'll do that.
We are coming to you from the 2420 West Studios here in Evansville, Indiana. I think we're going to have some fun with this one.
I think so.
We did a little bit of something different. We didn't give 3 categories last week on the show. Yeah. We're going to do a Halloween thing this week.
Sure.
So,
kind of getting the Halloween spirit.
That's...
I'm just glad to be back in my normal seat.
You didn't like having the tables turned on you last week, Jim?
I mean, we've gotten already, and we're recording early on this one, but...
Why are we recording early?
Because... I'm going on vacation now.
Jerk. God, what a douche this guy over here.
I know, right?
Thinks he can just go on vacation whenever he wants to.
I know, right? Yeah, I finally get to go on some vacay, so... But yeah, so I'm just glad.
I can't be mad at you. I just got back from my vacation.
I know. I'll make sure I send you pictures, so...
Picture. All right, I sent you picture. One. Okay, let's clarify here.
I'll send you a picture of pictures.
Just a collage that you made, a beach collage
of me running, playing volleyball with my shirt on.
Would you? A tribute to Goose. I love it. I will forever play volleyball with my shirt on. You wear your shirt and you wear jeans, so you tribute Tom Cruise and Goose at the same time.
Yeah, and then when I go out to eat, I'll take my shirt off. So. Man, doing some callbacks.
Why? Oh my God, so good.
Spicoli in the restaurant, right?
Sometimes on bun. But yeah, you're going on vacation, so we're recording a little bit early.
Yeah, but we're getting so this last week's, people listening now, last week's episode is aired today. It just dropped today.
It did.
So, I don't know, we've been getting some good feedback already.
I think we've been getting some really good feedback, yeah.
Because I walked away feeling like, man, that really sucked. And you were
it actually was a really good episode.
And you were like,
you were so down on it.
But I
think you were just nervous about the fact that I was in the driver's seat.
Very much so.
With regard to the show.
I mean, you drive the show.
You have control issues, Jim. I mean, this is what we need to talk about, all right? Yeah. Look, the fact of the matter is, all right, you're overbearing, okay, and we need to talk about this, all right? But not right now. This is a place of business. Okay?
That's right. I'm just used to asking the questions, and so I don't know. But I'm glad to be back in the normal seat.
Well, I mean, yeah, and so now we get to throw all the heat back onto me.
Yeah, and that's I feel more comfortable with that.
That's fine. It is what it is. Sure. Anyway, what did I say? Yeah. So what you got going on, man? Anything fun and exciting going on besides the vacation coming up?
Yeah, vacation, and lo and behold, of course, you know this because you drove me to the studio today, but get off work and head out to my car and it won't start.
Don't you just love that? So, what is it about life that gives you just so much an abundance of happiness, and then let's just dump a little dirt on top of that there for you?
I don't know.
Understand that?
I don't know.
People are vacation,
people are like, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. It's like, no, that would be some horrible lemonade.
It's terrible.
If all you have is lemons, you need sugar. And some water.
Good point. That's a good point.
Give me some sweetness, and then I'll make some lemonade.
Give me some sweetness. You're talking about sugar, not...
Right.
So, okay. No. All right.
What are you...
I don't know what I'm talking about.
But God. You can't do anything with a bunch of lemons.
No, you can't. Not at all. You can throw them at people.
This is true. Or throw them in the trash.
Because that's where they belong. Take the lemons and throw them at the people who told you to make lemonade.
That's right.
You make lemonade.
Or at least garnish your water with that.
I'm gonna go get a beer. You make lemonade.
Right.
Jerk.
At least give me limes and add it with tequila or something. I don't know. But
you got to put the lime
in the coconut.
No. Yeah, okay. All right. This is what we've reduced ourselves to on this show. I've been hanging around you way too much.
Way too much.
You.
It's my fault. I'll take it.
Okay. Let's get on to some fun stuff here. All right.
Yeah.
So we started this new segment a couple weeks ago, and basically we just want to show a little love and give a little shout out to some of you guys that are listening to the show. And we just want to say, hey, you guys. Hey, you guys.
Yeah, so who are we shouting out tonight?
I don't know. Who you want to give a shout out to?
I think KG.
KG?
Not to be confused with Kenny G.
Not to be confused with Kevin Garnett.
Well, that's what I meant to.
You don't know sports, so how would you?
I don't know. I just was going with it, man. You said it so confidently. I was like, yes, I agree. No, Chrissy Groves.
Right, man. Yeah. She's a coworker of ours.
Yeah.
She's a avid listener.
Her name is not Critty.
Critty. Hey, girl. Hey, Critty girl.
No, you remember like she won the award or whatever.
Yeah.
And
she won the Safe Drive. Or no, it was Employee of the Month.
Yeah, Employee of the Month.
Said Critty
and our
Groves.
manager's like, I misspelled your name.
Well, I mean.
It happens.
No, it doesn't. It's called proofreading.
Lemons.
When life names you Critty.
Make lemonade.
Make lemonade. When life names you Critty, make lemonade.
There's our first T-shirt right there. Boom.
No, slinging wet burritos.
Slinging wet burritos. That's right.
T-shirt. All right, but no, we want to give a shout out to Christy. She's been listening from day one.
Yeah,
and gives us a lot of feedback.
Definitely,
a lot of positive feedback.
I mean, she was texting me today, and like, it's just super encouraging and interesting. Though, like a lot of the movies that we reviewed, she hasn't seen.
A lot of would be generous in saying that she's seen. I would say almost all of them.
Yeah,
I think she's seen 2 of these movies that we've done. Because how many have we've done? What, 11 movies, 12 movies, 14, 15, 60, 105? No. Yeah, but we've done 12 movies, and so and she's seen 2 of them. I almost feel like she should be hosting the show. Right.
But I mean, I don't know. It's just really kind of a testament to, I guess, her faithfulness to the show. She seems to be really enjoying it, and even though she's like, I don't know what movie you're talking about, but I've enjoyed the banter and the conversation.
Right.
And
that's encouraging for us.
Yeah, but she deserves a shout out. She's deserved one for a while. And actually, so the whole idea of playing the clip from Goonies, she kind of inspired that because we were talking about Goonies one day back when you did the 80s classics.
That's right.
She's like, if he would have said Goonies, I would have came over and punched him in the throat. So I was like, man, we got to use a clip from Goonies. And then, so she kind of inspired this segment.
I would say so.
Yeah. Kudos.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll give her writing
shout
credit.
out to the shout out.
When we start getting paid for the show, we'll think about maybe kind of sort of giving her.
We'll buy her some ice cream.
She can have as much ice as she wants from the thing at work.
Yes. We'll put it in lemonade.
But anyway, thank you for tuning in, Christy. We really appreciate it.
Very much so.
Listeners like you, one of the duders, makes it fun to do the show when we're getting the feedback, so it's a good thing. But now, it's time to move on to something.
Yeah, so now we're going back to the box.
The box.
But here, time out. Okay, so,
okay.
So next week we're doing a Halloween special, but this week we're doing horror.
Spoiler alert!
Horror movies.
We're doing, our Halloween special.
Not to be called horror movies, but
not horror movies. That's something completely different.
Right.
All right, we don't do that. It's a family network. We don't do horror movies on here, okay, Tim?
Yeah.
We don't do that.
No horror movies.
Not here.
Yeah. Horror movies.
Scary.
Yeah, so then at the end of that last week's episode,
right,
you gave me 3 movies.
Yeah, I did give you 3 movies.
That's kind of what you That's kind of what you do.
Kind of what we do on the show.
But I'm just trying to fathom again the 3 that you gave me.
The look on your face right now is hilarious.
Well, it's
funny.
I'm glad you find it funny.
I find it hilarious.
Okay, like I'm talking here.
All right, I'm sorry.
So you're okay, dude. Okay, so you said Friday the 13th, the original Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Second one was A Nightmare on Elm Street. And third, Halloween with Michael Myers, not Mike Myers.
Not Mike Myers. Smashing, baby.
Yeah, baby. All right, so it's one of those 3.
What's with all these dead bodies? It wasn't me, baby.
All right, so in the spirit of Halloween, we're going to watch a horror movie tonight. So, Brian, what's in the box?
Oh, what's in the box?
That's a very creaky box.
It's a very creaky box. We need to get a new one. We need to put some WD-40 on that.
Somebody squirt the hinges on that.
I'm just glad there's not a head in here. Like, because of
I should have put a head in there. Damn it. So ill prepared.
This is not a rental.
Not a rental.
Are you freaking kidding me, man? Brian Sumner.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
This is like the whole movie collection.
Well, it's part of it, not the whole one.
Friday the 13th.
Yes, Friday the 13th.
No.
Yes.
No, stop. Okay.
Yes.
No. This is all right, bro. Like,
all right, lay it on me. Go ahead. I can
are
take
you
it.
no?
Go ahead.
Serious? Are you serious? Okay, stop.
No,
Okay.
No.
I was started thinking about this. I was like, there's no way it's Friday the 13th because you have a giant Jason Voorhees statue in your garage.
I do. It's about 18 inches tall, and it plays the theme from Jason from
Right.
Friday the 13th. Yeah.
So, okay. You have not seen this movie.
No. All right. This is one of those movies that is always playing at Halloween. It's always on. It almost seems like it's one of those movies that is on a TV station somewhere at some time.
Sure.
All the time. I have caught bits and pieces. I have never
No
seen
pun
it.
intended. It's just,
Well played, sir. Well played.
I mean, I couldn't resist.
Yeah. I have never seen it from beginning to end. I know some of the stuff about the story just because people have spoiled it for me, but this is a true Dude What movie. I've never seen it from beginning to end. I can't tell you anything
Okay,
about
so
the story.
have you seen so you haven't seen any of them?
Now, I will say this. I've seen Jason Goes to Hell.
Okay.
I've seen Friday the 13th Part 8, which I believe is Jason in Manhattan. I think it's Part 8.
Okay.
And I've seen, I think, either 7 or 9. One of them. There's one of them where...
But you've never seen the original.
No, not the original. There's one where there's a girl who can like control stuff with her mind or something, and she makes like the roof of a cabin fall on him and it kills him. She makes like his mask tighten up on his head and it snaps off. I've seen that one.
Okay.
I think it's 7 or 9. I can't remember.
We've got a few of them.
Yeah, there's like 40 of them, I think. But yeah, I've never seen the original.
Okay,
the
so
one
now-
that started it all. I've never seen it.
Now, where did you get this DVD?
I went to Walmart and bought that.
Okay, so you bought it.
Bought it brand new.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I thought this was sitting on your shelf.
No,
or something.
no,
so
no.
okay, you just bought it.
I just bought it. I actually tried to find it. It's a 4. What I have here is it's a 4 movie collection. It's got Friday the 13th uncut. It's got Part 2, Part 3, 3D, and it actually comes with the 3D glasses.
Nice. Yeah. Just one pair though, right?
2 pairs.
Oh.
Boom. Yeah.
Okay.
In case you want a date.
Yeah.
And then Friday the 13th, the final chapter, which I don't know if that's Part 4 or somewhere
It's
else.
obviously not the final chapter because there's like 10 more after it.
They kind of jumped the shark, I think, when they did Jason in Space. I never watched it, but I mean, Jason come on.
Right.
Really,
so
guys?
We have Alien and Predator. So yeah. All right, so
No,
wow, that's honestly, I was not expecting. Like I knew, any of them are, but it just.
Well, you still don't know if I've seen the other 2.
I know, and I'm not even going to whatever, but. I just blown away because you have that giant statue, and it's like sitting prominently, and eventually will be in our studio if we ever build one after our listeners send money.
You guys? DudeWhatPod@hotmail.com. We're going to set up a GoFundMe page.
Yeah, there you go.
The Jason Voorhees statue, the figure that I have out in the garage, Crystal actually picked that up for me at a yard sale. Guy was selling them, and she thought it looked cool. She was actually going to get a Freddy Krueger one as well, but he wanted like $20 more for that one.
Really?
And she was like, I can't do that. So she bought me the Jason Voorhees one, which is cool as hell.
Yeah, no, it's super cool. But yeah, so okay, I'm excited to watch this with you.
I'm excited to watch it.
It's been a long time for me, but it's been a long time.
But you've seen it, though.
I have seen it.
Well, I told Crystal that I hadn't seen this. She was like...
She's like, what?
She goes, I think her exact response was, what?
Yeah. Probably.
Then,
she's like, I bought you the statue.
And then she didn't talk to me for like an hour. That's the effect I have on my family.
Yeah.
Through the course of the show.
I think it's the effect you have on some of our listeners, too. Like,
I don't doubt that at all.
They're like, we're just going to stop it and not listen.
I'm excited to watch this movie. It's a long time
I never really
coming.
asked you why you've never seen this movie.
I just haven't. I think it's one of those things where it's like...
It's always in the background.
Well,
once you've seen one, you've seen all of it.
Well, kind of, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you see bits and pieces of something so many times, you convince yourself that you've seen it.
Gotcha.
But then whenever I started putting this list together and I started thinking about it, it's like, no, I haven't. I haven't actually sat down and watched this.
Well, cool, man.
If you guys haven't watched Friday the 13th, the original one, Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees, hit pause on the podcast right now. Go sit down, get your big bowl of popcorn, snuggle up, turn out the lights.
Turn out all the lights.
And watch the movie with us.
Yes.
And then come back on the second half and we'll see how I feel about it. This should be good. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. So
excited.
let's just go watch it.
Let's do it.
Hey,
Wasn't that the road up for Camp Crystal Lake back there?
Pretty camp front, ain't you? We'll never come back again.
Tell you anything about what happened?
Who?
Your boss, Steve Christie.
No.
It's got a death curse.
Come on. There's something you're not telling me.
Camp Crystal Lake is jinxed. Did Christie tell you about the 2 kids murdered in 58? Huh? Boy drowning in 57? A bunch of fires? Nobody knows who did any of them. In 1962, they was going to open up. The water was bad. Ask anybody. Dumb kid.
At least I'm not afraid of ghosts.
This place is cursed.
No, I think we should call someone. I'm serious.
I got to warn you. You're doomed if you stay. Go. Go.
I had this dream about 5 or 6 times where I'm in a thunderstorm and it's raining really hard. It sounds like pebbles rolling against the ground. I can hear it. And I try to block out the sound with my hands, only it doesn't work. It just keeps getting louder and louder. The rain turns to blood.
We have more accidents, more rapes, more robberies, more homicides, more of everything when it's a full moon. It upsets people. Makes it up.
I'm Mrs. Voorhees, an old friend of the Christies.
Hi, you're not this mess.
Did you know that a young boy drowned the year before those 2 others were killed? The counselors weren't paying any attention. They were making love while that young boy drowned. His name was Jason.
No, please don't leave me. They'll kill you too.
I'm not. Oh, my Lord. What monster could have done this?
He's dead. Oh my God, poor Bill. Mommy, heal her. Don't let her get away, Mommy. Don't let her live.
I won't, Jason. I won't.
You see, Jason was my son, and today is his birthday.
Well, we are back.
We're back. Camping.
Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah. About that.
Yeah. So I think what was the ending credits? I look at you and go, I don't know if I've seen that one.
Well, like I said in the beginning, you know, you have
12.
50.
There's at least 12.
There's at least 50 Friday the 13th movies, variations of movies that have been released over the years. And you just kind of feel like you said, if you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
You kind of get that vibe.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this.
Right.
So I knew right away when I was watching it, I was watching something different than the stuff that I've seen before. You
Right,
know, but
yeah.
for you, you turn to me and you're just like, well, maybe I haven't seen this one.
Well, I you know, it's just, I swear that I have. And
Right.
I mean,
you
but,
probably have, but
yeah, I guess I just forgot the end, like the ending
Yeah.
part, as far as that Jason Voorhees really wasn't the murderer. Spoiler alert.
what? Were we watching the same movie? Yes, it was
Yeah.
Jason's mother.
Which interesting fact that I was reading about is the screenwriter for this hates the sequels.
Okay, all right.
He hates the sequels because obviously the whole thought of like Jason Voorhees is dead.
Yeah.
And so his mom is like trying to avenge that and trying to.
Right. So the guy who was the screenwriter on the first one, did he not have anything to do with any of the other ones?
Probably not.
Okay,
because
so-
I think this actually originally was supposed to be a standalone movie. They didn't have any plans for a franchise. Or
that's
sequels
what
or
I was
anything.
gonna. That's what I was gonna ask. So he wrote this with the intention of it being a one-off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, the director and stuff, he didn't even think it was going to be like. I don't think anybody made the movie with the intention for it to become as big of a franchise as it is.
Well,
which I mean, most people don't make movies to do that. But
there's watching it. There's a reason. We'll get into that.
So anyway, all right. So
Yeah.
obviously, doing the horror genre, I know that Alien would be considered kind of a horror, somewhat suspense.
Well, like
thriller,
I said on
but-
that one, that was more of a suspense thriller to me.
Yeah,
You know, there's
yeah.
the idea of
And
a
this-
horror. I mean, it's a monster in Alien, but
Yeah.
that one was more just the way it was shot and the way it was presented. Suspense thriller for me.
And so this is definitely dealing all three of the categories, or all three of the movies, or iconic horror figures. So I guess what, in your opinion, makes a good horror movie?
Well, for starters, it has to be good.
Oh, man.
So there's that.
It's never good when we start the second half of the segment with that.
All right, look. All right.
It's all downhill from here.
Look. All right. A good horror movie, okay?
Yeah.
We bang the drum all the time about storytelling.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this story has good potential. Okay.
Yep.
This standalone movie, I'm not talking about the franchise.
Right.
This movie alone has good potential from the script idea and the concepts and even the twist at the end with it being Jason's mother.
Yeah.
You know, basically trying to avenge his death from what she feels like was an egregious act of the camp counselors not doing their job. And because of that, her little boy is gone now.
Yeah.
Okay. I get all that, but you got to execute it. You have to take these concepts and you have to put them together and you have to put a little work into it and you have to execute it in order for it to be good. That's where you get good suspense. That's where you get good storytelling. That's where you get good drama. And the horror, the slasher aspect of a movie like this, that's a given.
Yeah.
We've talked about movies like that before where you have that. That's going to be a given. You're going to have that.
Right.
And
right.
you can deal with that when you get to it. But get your damn story in line first.
Right.
And if you don't have that in line, the rest of it, you can't make up for it. That's why B movies are called B movies. Because the story is crap.
Right.
The characters are crap. And you're relying on either car crashes,
gore,
foul language, gore, nudity. That's what a B movie is.
Yeah.
Okay? And horror films are synonymous with Halloween time. You know,
Right.
this time of year. You have to have, obviously, the good storytelling. You have to have suspense. You have to have the idea of terror.
Right.
You have to feel the terror when you're watching it.
Yeah.
Something within the story, something within the action of the movie has to make you feel frightened. And if it doesn't make you feel frightened, it's not a horror film. It's something else.
Yeah.
And I don't think you get that unless you build that story up and then work the suspense and work the drama out of that.
Yeah.
So that's for me, that's what makes a good horror film.
Okay. So with that being said,
Yeah.
your thoughts on Friday the 13th?
This is not a horror film, in my opinion. This is a piss-poor attempt at a slasher film.
Okay.
It's a weak story.
Yeah.
It's got potential. It's got, like I said, it's got potential through the roof. But as far as this film goes, it fell so damn flat for me and was not executed and just weak, boring at times. I couldn't believe it. I was watching it surprised at how boring it was.
Now, do you think some of that is because... Did you go into it with the mindset of Jason Voorhees being the iconic Jason Voorhees?
Right. I would say, yeah, probably.
Okay.
Just because of the fact that I have the statue in the garage.
Sure.
I've you see it. Everyone knows the music, the sound effect. You know.
Yeah.
You have that in the back of your mind when you go to watch the film.
Sure,
So
sure.
I understand that. But that being said, we've had movies that we've covered where you have that expectation going into it of the movie being one thing or another, and having that. We've had films that have fallen short. We've had films that have exceeded.
Sure.
So I think that could have played a part into my thinking on this film and the way I view this film.
Sure.
But at the same time, at the end of the day, it's still a movie. And so
Yeah.
I still have to take it in for what the movie is. I got to tell you, man, it's
pretty rough, huh?
I don't have words to describe. I mean, I have words. They're 4-letter, and I would rather not do that on the show. Because I really don't feel like putting another disclaimer at the beginning of the episode.
Well, while you're letting off some steam,
Yeah.
well,
Let off
one
some
thing
steam,
about they spent. Let's see, the budget on this was.
Okay, you can start it.
No,
I feel like
good.
I feel like throwing some.
No,
command.
that's kind of what I was thinking as I said it. I was like,
I felt like just throwing a little commando in there.
So
the movie's making me feel a little commando right now.
just keep your clothes on. So I guess while you're kind of letting off some steam, I will give you some fun facts.
Okay.
So
All right.
the budget for this movie is about $500,000.
Not much.
And it grossed almost $40 million.
This movie grossed almost $40 million.
Yeah, it made almost $40 million. This was
Really?
after Halloween, and actually, the director was inspired by the movie Halloween more. So, and I mean, it kind of just stops with the idea of a slasher.
Because Halloween was what, 78, 79?
Yes,
Maybe a little earlier?
I think. And this was like 80.
This was 80, I believe.
80.
According to the DVD on the back, it said 80.
So yeah, Halloween had
really?
been out. Yeah. Yeah,
Really?
Close. It was like 30, 36, 37. It was close to 40, but
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
So for its time, I mean, think about
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually filmed in New Jersey at a camp that's an actual running camp. It was.
Okay. Is it still running now?
I believe so. and they actually have a wall in one of their cabins, or they're dedicated to the Friday the 13th thing. So
that's a trip,
right? And you can actually, I think, according to Google, you can actually still buy pieces of the dock and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'll frame it and for
How
$70 or something.
How cool would it be to have an adult sleepover weekend / haunted house type environment at the Camp Crystal Lake?
That would be pretty cool.
Where somebody's just dressed up like Jason Voorhees, and just comes around, snatch you up, and you got to run and hide and all kinds of crazy stuff.
It'd be cool. Almost like kind of like some of the I don't know. I'm not a runner, obviously, but. They do these marathons, or these not half marathon. It's kind of like a half marathon, but it's like a zombie run.
Oh, good.
So you're basically being chased by zombies and stuff, people dressed up in garb. So that'd be kind of cool though.
It'd be cool though, because I mean, you think about it, it gets to be 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning,
right?
Then all of a sudden you start hearing
hearing people scream. Yeah,
it'd be terrifying. It'd be
have to make sure everybody nobody has a gun permit or anything.
Yeah, no firearms.
Because that would get a little wild. But yeah, so almost $40 million. But another fun fact: Betsy Palmer, who played
Voorhees' mother, right?
Mama,
Jason's mom.
The reason why she took the role.
What?
And this is all smothered all over the internet.
Where are you going? Because your tone when you started saying that,
she was low on the totem pole of people to get
of the cast,
and she wouldn't have even taken the role if she didn't need a new car, because her
wait, what?
Yes,
huh?
Yes, her car I guess had broke down or something, and she needed a new vehicle, so she took the role. I think she's I don't remember, is it $20,000 or something?
Oh my god!
She made enough to buy a car, basically.
Everything is so clear now,
right?
Oh my!
And also a lot of the slasher scenes, because you don't see who's doing the killing,
right,
is actually either the director or the special effects guy and all this stuff. So
is that why at one point I saw man hands?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Continuity goes a long way. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I agree.
I know it's 1980, but come on.
And then also, I'm just giving you all these fun facts here. So
yeah.
They came up with that from the whole line that she kept saying, "Kill, mommy, kill."
Oh.
So they took the k and the ma, and then did the k, ma. Yeah. And that became... yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
makes sense.
Right. Yeah. So...
Okay. All right. That's cool. That's pretty cool.
I mean, that's why, when the scenes where somebody's about to die, obviously, that whole...
So basically, that noise isn't just some cool noise. It's like an extension of essentially the voice in her head.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, of course, I mean, obviously you don't know that unless you...
I know it now.
Well, you know it now, but yeah.
In hindsight, it's 2020.
And that's where that iconic sound effects came from, was just that,
cool.
that piece of...
I'd wondered how they come up with that. I didn't know if it was just some sound guy came up and was like, hey, what if we did this? And it's like, oh, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so I guess that's where kind of that came from. And then Kevin Bacon, this was actually his first major role in a movie.
Oof.
Yeah, he was in Animal House, I believe.
He was?
Briefly, but this was kind of not his leading role, but I don't know if there's an actual lead role.
He was delivering the bacon.
He was delivering the bacon.
Yes, he was.
The scene with the arrow through the neck, when you're like, oh...
Oh, yeah.
So that particular scene almost didn't happen because it took them forever to get all the prosthetics and everything just right.
Yeah.
And then the pump that spews out the blood didn't work.
Ooh.
So the special effects guy hurried up and grabbed the hose and blew into it, which is why you get the spray kind of at that. So, yeah, it almost didn't happen.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
The little, what was it, an arrow? It was an arrow
coming through the neck.
But let's think about the logistics of that. I mean, it's an arrow, obviously being shoved by hand.
Right.
Through a bed.
Yeah.
Through a back, through a chest.
Just through the neck.
Neck, chest. It was
the chest.
It was kind of, yeah. There's a whole spine there. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna nitpick,
I mean, the effect was pretty cool, though.
It was still pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it too, so that was pretty cool.
Then actually the only real star in this would have been Bing Crosby's son. I want to say Harvey, but that Harry, I don't remember.
Harvey or Harry?
Yeah. So
Harvey. It's Harvey.
No, I can't remember. But anyway, the guy that played Bill, which was the guy that had all the arrows, he's hanging on the door. He was like kind of the only.
That was the star?
He was kind of the only known.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at the time. I mean, this was before Kevin Bacon, and obviously after Shaking and Bacon. Friday the 13th, he made it big. So Bill, the guy that plays Bill, the arrow coming through his eye, he actually had to go to the doctor after that, not because the arrow was through his eye, but because... Obviously.
That would have made the story a lot better.
A lot more believable. So the fake blood that was coming out of his eye and stuff, like, actually, it wasn't the right fake blood or something. So more or less, it didn't ruin his eye, but, like, it really caused a lot of pain, which I remember that scene, you had stopped it, and you're like, was his eye moving? His lips were moving. What's going on?
It looked like his eye was twitching, and then it looked like he was trying to stop himself from laughing.
Yeah.
And I was thinking I would probably stop myself from trying to laugh too, because that chick was screaming, and it was just like the most god-awful, horrific, like not like in a suspenseful kind of way, like you're a terrible actor kind of scream.
That's something about horror movies, I will say, especially slasher films, that like a scream makes or breaks a lot. I mean, as far as believability. So you've been making notes?
I made a note of something that I'm going to mention later with pertaining to Scream, and I'll call back to that in a little bit. So.
Okay. Anything about the movie that you did like?
I like the concept of the film.
Sure.
I really do. I like the idea of the backstory. I just don't like the execution of the film. Felt like the acting was terrible. Just god-awful in this movie.
Yeah.
Some of the character interaction was not good and just kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the lead counselor dude who's actually running the place was talking to the one girl after they get done hanging the gutter up.
Yeah.
Just that weird interaction. It was like, were they trying to make it like they have something going on or not? But if that's not the case, it's really weird. And even if it is the case, it's still very weird.
Right.
Because the acting is so piss poor in that scene. Like, as far as for a slasher horror film, I liked how some of the deaths occurred.
Yeah.
Because you got to have some cool deaths in a horror film.
Yeah.
All right. So the way some of them were set up were pretty cool. But I had issues with some of the way they played out. The idea of not showing who's doing the killing throughout the whole entire thing is to create an air of suspense as to who is doing it.
Right.
One thing that they could have done to kind of add to that, the scene where, I don't remember any of these people's names in the movie, but the one girl who goes out, she thought she heard someone yelling for help.
Yeah.
And she goes out and she ends up going to the archery range, and the lights come on.
Yeah. Yeah, and then all you hear is like a scream, and
all
that's
you hear is
it.
a scream, you don't actually see her get killed.
Yeah.
Okay. Back at the beginning of the movie, whenever she's out there hanging up the target and the guy shoots the arrow past her or whatever, and she's like, I can't believe you did that, blah, blah, blah. They should have showed her being killed by an arrow.
Right.
Now, one thing they could have set that scene up better is that guy was killed earlier.
Yeah.
He should have been killed after.
Right.
Because if he's still alive after she has been killed by the arrow, now you have it planted in your head, well, did this guy do it? Because he already shot the arrow by her earlier. It's
kind of like the movie Scream. But
yeah, it's just something simple to play on, okay, did this guy do it or did this guy not do it? Did this girl, and could have killed off one of the other characters and put up in the bunk, so the blood drips down on Kevin Bacon's face, Just certain things like that that could have made the story better that they didn't focus on. It's almost as if they wrote the screenplay and then didn't do a rewrite or 2 or 3 rewrites on it.
Yeah.
They didn't go back and refine the story. I thought stuff like that could have been better. Some of the shots were just drug out.
Yeah.
Like there was like these long shots that didn't really have a payoff to the shot.
Sure.
And it's just like this long filler shot.
Do you have like an example?
When the young female counselor at the beginning of the movie is walking into town.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
She comes around this corner of the building and she's walking down the sidewalk. There's this whole long shot of her walking down the street with no payoff on it.
Yeah.
And the next scene you see is she's walking into the diner. You don't need that whole entire shot. It almost felt like a Kubrick shot, because there's a lot of shots like that, like in like The Shining, where there's these long setup shots. And it's like, dude, you could have got the same result with about 2.5 minutes cut off that shot.
Right.
And I felt like there were so many scenes in this that were like that.
Yeah.
The crazy dude riding off on his bike.
Yeah.
You know, after he's snuck into their kitchen and, you know, giving them their, what did he say? You're doomed.
You're doomed. Yeah.
You know? Yeah. He rides off on his bike. They follow that shot all the way down the little road, past the little building, by the lake, up into the woods until you can't see him anymore. He's leaving the movie for the rest of the movie. You're not going to see that character anymore. Yeah. You don't need this long 20-second shot of him riding a bike off into the woods.
Do you think maybe the director, this is me totally speculating, but do you think maybe they were trying to create suspicion of certain characters? Obviously, with the girl in the town, for me, maybe they were trying to capture that, hey, this is a small town. But even still, like, you can do that by everybody's at the diner. Like, that right there tells you.
Yeah.
But, like, with the crazy guy, and I even think about, like, the counselor guy that was kind of creepy and weird. And it's almost like they were trying to set up different characters as potential killers, but they never really...
I get what you're saying as far as from a speculation standpoint, but they just didn't do a good job of it.
Yeah.
Like, with regard to the guy riding off on the bike, one way you could have planted that seed of suspicion, when he turns around and he says, "You're doomed," instead of just doing a wide shot, whenever he turns around, have a cut-in shot of his face and him saying, "You're doomed," and then do a quick cut back to the girl standing there looking at him, and then the next shot you see is him riding away, and then maybe zoom in on him as he's riding away and just have him just do a quick look back, and then that's the end of the scene. And you literally cut half of the time out. You get the more desired result because, like you said, planting a seed of suspicion. But it doesn't make any sense to just follow him riding off into the woods on his bike without any kind of setup, any kind of indication of what you're doing to that scene. So it just literally looked like you didn't yell cut.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of scenes like that. I mean, there's plenty of scenes like that.
Sure.
And that drove me insane.
Yeah. No, I noticed at different times you were like kind of shaking your head, like you were making notes and things. So I was like, oh boy, this is going to be a fun one. So, okay. So kind of not movie related, but have you ever had a camp experience?
No, I never went to camp once.
Really?
Never could afford it. I always wanted to go. There was always ads for Camp Carson over here. I always used to see those ads when I was a kid. They used to do those commercials that were like parodies of Mountain Dew commercials.
Yeah.
You ain't done nothing till you done Camp Carson. Yeah. I always wanted to go to Camp Carson. There was another place that was down in Kentucky. There was a camp down there. I always wanted to go to that, but we never could afford it.
Sure.
Never could afford to do a lot of things. Financially, it was kind of a rough childhood.
No, totally. I can totally relate to that. So.
Yeah. We got by as best we could.
Yeah.
You know, we had some good years there. Once my dad got out of jail, he was gone for 2 years. Once he got out, he got his stuff in order. And Mom was working. He got a job, and things were good then.
Yeah.
We went on trips, and, you know, it wasn't hard.
Right.
But the earlier years, no, we couldn't afford him. By the time I was already hit that age, you know, I was just glad he was home. So I was a homebody. I stayed home all the time because I was just glad to have my dad home.
Yeah.
So I had no problems just staying home, and we'd always do fun stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we'd camp. We would camp out in the backyard. He'd throw a tent up. We camp out in the backyard. We go down the river.
Yeah.
He'd like to fish. We go down the river, camp out there, and stay the weekend or something out there, you know. And
why pay to go away when you can just do that? So,
exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Dad kept things fun too.
Yeah.
You know, so I never really worried about stuff like that.
Sure.
Like on rainy days, he would set up a putt-putt course in the house.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Because for some reason we had a 7-iron. I don't know why.
Just a 7-iron.
Just a 7-iron. We had a 7-iron.
That's fun.
And we used it for a putter. And we had a back to a dryer. And you know how it's got the hole cut out for the dryer vent?
Yeah.
Well, he would set that up at an angle on the recliner,
nice.
And you had to put it up there into the hole. That was the fifth hole.
Nice.
We do that on rainy days.
That's actually a good idea.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
it was so awesome. Yeah. He was pretty creative, dude. He really was. I get all my creativity from him because he was He was on point with that stuff. But no, camping,
So, yeah, you never really had a camp experience?
Never really had that, no.
Okay. I was just thinking about that as we were watching.
What about you? Did you get to ever go camp?
Yeah, I've gone a few. Like, I was in Boy Scouts for most of my...
How was that?
From Tiger Cubs up until about, life? I don't know. I was like a couple away from an Eagle Scout, but that's around the time my stepdad
look at you busting out terminology.
I know, right? I don't remember any knots, though. I think I got the badge, but whatever. But, yeah, so, I mean, I did a lot of Boy Scout camps and stuff like that. So I got a lot of the camp experience in that aspect. Cool. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
No massacres to speak of?
Not that I know of, no. Camps were fun. Definitely makes you rethink them, though, after watching even a low budget horror movie. But so, is there a scene that stands out? You're like, this was a good scene. I know you've got a lot of critique, and I want to hear that, but I want to start with a high. We'll go with a low in the middle, and then we'll make a nice little sandwich.
No.
Okay. All right. Moving right along.
Look, all right. Yeah, no, there's just not. I can't, there's not one scene that really stands out as a scene that I can say that, yeah, I like that.
Sure. Okay.
You know,
like you said, there's a lot of good story elements. It just wasn't executed well.
The story concept as a whole is a great story concept. It really is. It just was not executed at all.
Yeah.
These actors were horrible.
Yeah.
Even Kevin Bacon, the great Kevin Bacon, he wasn't terrible in this movie, but he wasn't noteworthy.
Right? Yeah, he
was just
he
there.
Was a kid. There's no doubt he was a kid.
You know, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to knock it out of the park. You know, on your first go out.
Look at us. I mean, Jaws was not our best work.
Look, Jaws was a damn masterpiece. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. No, it was not as good as
I said. Like rapid fire, like machine gun, like. But anyway, what other notes you got over there?
That was it, man.
Really?
That was it. Just the bad acting, the long, drawn-out shots of certain scenes, and I just wrote down the archery range. From a story standpoint, they could have fixed that. They could have moved some stuff, create suspense, and create the drama. They could have done it better. Honestly, all it would have taken is just a read-through of the script just one time, just read through it and say, does this make sense?
Yeah.
They would have been able to rectify a lot of these things,
sure.
You know, as far as scene setup. But the acting, you can't fix that unless you just get some good actors in there.
I mean, and obviously being low budget, no name director.
You get
really.
what you get.
Yeah.
But this movie is successful because of the time it came out.
Yeah.
You put out this movie now.
Oh, yeah. It would.
This movie is a flop.
Yeah, it would go straight to maybe DVD.
Yeah, it would. This would be a deep in the horror section of Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm saying like number 72 out of 75.
Yeah.
Like you're scrolling to the end like, God, is there anything good to watch? Well, shit, I guess I'll just watch this.
What are your thoughts on franchises? Because we've talked a little bit about different movies that are part of a franchise. But like the whole concept of that, I guess.
I think as far as franchises go, it really comes down to the story and the characters. And if you care enough about the characters, like something like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
It's a trilogy. It's a franchise.
Sure.
You care about Marty McFly.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, you relate to him because, you know, if you're in that age range and the struggles, especially if you're someone who wants to be a musician and dating and kind of feeling like an outcast, kind of having issues with your family.
Sure.
You can relate to that. If you care about that character, you want to stick around for a franchise. You want to stick around for a trilogy. And it all comes down to storytelling.
Yep.
Something like Friday the 13th. You don't see Jason in this movie.
Yeah.
The Jason that we know.
Right.
The hockey mask and everything.
Yeah.
You don't
He
see
actually, so the hockii mask didn't even show up until the third one.
See, there you go.
Like, so the second one, he has a bag over his head, basically. Yeah, but yeah. So the third, so it's not even until the third movie that hockey mask comes into play. But and I mean, like you had said, like 80, 81, 82, like they were back to back to back, and actually the whole storyline basically. So like the second, was supposed to take place on the 14th and the 15th, and it was supposed to be like each day or whatever.
Oh,
yeah. So, but like the hockey mask though doesn't come into play.
Well,
but it's such an iconic thing now.
It almost makes. With regard to franchises, it almost makes you wonder how it even got to have a chance to be a franchise.
Yeah.
based off this first movie. Because when you hear Friday the 13th, your first thought is that damn hockey mask.
With the machete.
That is what you see. Yeah. In your mind, that is what you picture. But if you go back to the beginning, you don't get that.
No.
So how the hell did that even come to be? How the hell did this even come to be a successful franchise based off the first one? We've had discussions before about TV shows, and I have an epic rant about Walking Dead that you guys are going to hear at some point. You guys are going to hear it next week.
Yeah.
And you're going to hear my exact thoughts about Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And
believe me, it's a beehive I should not have poked.
Point being is, in order to have a successful franchise, you have to have a great starting foundation, and that's that first movie.
Yeah.
You know, with regards to movie franchises.
Sure.
I don't know how the hell this one came to be.
Yeah.
Based off of what I just saw. I don't get it. I really don't.
Yeah. I don't really have the answer for that. If you as a listener do, you can always let us know. But,
yeah, dudewhatpod@hotmail.com. I mean, just let us know your opinion of how this franchise actually evolved into something worthwhile. The only thing that I can think of was they limped through the second one and got to the third one, and the hockey mask, boom.
Yeah.
They're like, we got this hockey mask gold. And then they just kept on making them after that.
Kept going, yeah.
You know, that's the only thing I can think of, because I got to tell you, man, if I got to base the success off this franchise on this movie,
not happening.
No, it's not. It is hella not.
Yeah, because, I mean, they even, to think of the franchise, I mean, there's been tons of rewrites. And, I mean, that's the thing, especially in the horror genre. It seems like there's a lot of remakes. And now like, I grew up on these, and now I get to write it or write a new story for it and kind of rethink it. And I don't know. It almost seems very tiring.
Yeah. Certain franchises, though, as long as the characters are someone you care about, I can get invested in a franchise. I can. But if you're just making these movies to capitalize on a name or a concept just because you can, like you said, it gets tiresome. It gets redundant. It gets beaten to the ground, and I don't care for it. Franchises can be good if they're done properly.
And unfortunately, I mean, we as consumers, we kind of help dictate some of that, because, I mean, we can say that, hey, we don't want these sequels, we don't want, but it's the reality is like, obviously, if you're going and you're paying for a ticket, then it's boosting the box office, and producers are making money, so they're going to keep
There's
producing.
obviously someone out there who wants to watch this crap.
Are you a horror guy? Like, do you I would say kind of ish. You are.
I am to a degree. Yeah. Again, it's got to be good.
Yeah.
It's got to be something that I actually want to watch.
Sure.
Something that I can sink my teeth into and really enjoy and get pulled into. You can fill a 2-hour movie with jump scare galore. It don't do anything for me. It's just cheap thrills. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's the stories that get me. With regard to horror, when we do our Halloween special next week, I'll get more into that.
Yeah, and I want to, that's, especially doing a horror movie before we do that, I don't want to get too much into that. But,
no, I got some more I can expound upon as far as that goes. Some good examples of good horror storytelling. We'll get to that then. But, I mean, you got to have something that's good. Something with some effort. Yeah. Just put a little effort into the damn thing,
And I think I read that in this that they had actually been promoting the movie before they even had funding.
Oh, really? For this movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, I think that was the way they tried to get funding for it. I don't know, man. Like, we've beat it to death. Pun intended. Like,
yeah, we just threw an axe right in the face on this one. We just shot some arrows right in the chest.
Right in the chest. Yeah, just lopped the head off.
Yeah, we just lopped the head right off with the man hands.
So, man, give me some answers.
You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Do you want answers, Jim?
I want the truth.
I don't think you.
All right, man. So, obviously, this segment is where you get to give your ranking, your dude ranking. So we've got basically 1 to 5.
Yep.
We have a special one that you've only used once. I don't think you'll be using that on this episode.
What special rank? Which one was that?
The It ranking.
Oh, no. I don't even have a file for that one.
Yeah, we need to create one at some point. But
that's like dude level 40.
But so what would you say is your ranking on this? And then why?
Okay. Based on expectation alone of this film, all right, this is considered a classic.
Definitely. Yeah.
This is considered like up there, okay? I feel like conceptually, The story is solid and has potential through the roof.
Yeah.
But this is a movie, which means this movie was already made, which means whatever potential you were supposed to capture, you had your shot.
Yeah.
You had your shot.
You had one shot.
And you failed miserably with this movie. I'm sorry. You failed miserably. This is a banner moment.
Dude, where's
my car?
Dude, it's not funny, dude. The car's gone.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Based on expectation alone for this movie.
Wow.
We've talked about, we've never had this.
We have never had a Dude, Where's My Car?
We've never had a Dude, Where's My Car?
So you're giving Friday the 13th.
I'm giving Friday the original Friday the 13th.
The cornerstone of the franchise, the Jason Voorhees franchise. You're giving it a Dude, Where's My Car?
I'm giving it a Dude, Where's My Car because this movie was terrible.
Wow.
Terrible. Now, let me break this down for you, okay? Like I already said, conceptually great. Execution, freaking terrible.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't have enough F-bombs in my bag to let you know how terrible this movie is. Okay? I really don't.
Yeah.
Lost my train of thought. I'm so flustered about how bad this movie sucked. All right.
I appreciate you restraining yourself, and I know our listeners do too. You can always just get the bleeper out if you need to.
We've talked about classic movies having staying power.
Yeah.
This movie has zero staying power. This movie does not translate. And people are going to use the generic excuse, well, it's a horror film. It's a slasher flick. It's its own thing, so you have to look at it. No. I've seen slasher flicks that are good.
Yeah.
This sucked. All right? This was terrible. Okay?
Yeah.
And I think the reason, honestly, why this movie is so bad, other than the terrible acting and the piss poor direction on the cinematography, soundtrack was great. The soundtrack was not used properly in this movie. There are scenes in this movie where there's music being used that don't fit what's going on in the scene. And it makes zero sense.
Yeah.
Like the scene where the girl she's murdered and thrown through the window in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And the other girl is like freaking the hell out. That's another scene that lasted way too damn long.
Yeah.
She took forever doing her little crying thing, getting out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
She should have got the hell out of there. The music that is playing with it is an upbeat, suspenseful music. She's crawling across the floor. That music was for a running scene. They could have gotten a better effect in that scene using low wind instruments or low chords and just long notes. You know, just her getting across the floor. But instead you got this you know, and it's fast paced and it makes no sense in the scene. But the music is awesome in this movie. The acting is terrible. The direction is terrible. Conceptually great, executed piss poor. This is a terrible movie.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No,
it is a terrible movie.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get so much heat off this, so much backlash, and that's fine. But like I said, we've talked about movies that are older, and I hate to keep using it. Jaws is a more suspenseful, terrifying movie than this.
Yeah.
And why? Because it was executed properly.
Yes, I mean, same concept. Like, you didn't see the shark through almost the entire movie.
You got this faceless killer. You know what it is. It's a shark.
Right.
You don't know what's killing in this movie, but you know it's a killer.
You know it's a person.
It's a person doing the killing.
Right.
You know that.
Yeah.
But you have this faceless killer in Jaws. You don't see it until the very end, and then you see the enormity of it. In this one, you see that it's Jason's mother doing the killing.
Yeah.
Cool twist. Executed like shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It just was. So,
and then you have the whole scene where her head gets lopped off, and then the music. You're talking about the music, and that's why I was laughing. I was kind of, people can't see me, but I was actually kind of silently chuckling as you're talking about the music, because then it's like goes into this. I'm going to go out for a canoe ride.
Yeah,
you know, it's just like totally random. It's like everybody's dead now.
Yeah,
and you're just going to float out into the.
And the only reason why they had her go out into the canoe was to service the dream sequence of Jason coming out of the water. That's the only reason why they did that. It would have been better if they fought on the beach.
Yep.
She got in a canoe to get away. She jumps in with her. Then she cuts her head off in the lake.
Yeah.
And it would have made a hell of a lot more sense instead of just this sappy, hey, let's go for a canoe ride.
Yeah. Or even if she like fell into the canoe that was beside the dock or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
And then like
instead she gets in with the sappy music.
Yeah, don't even have the canoe go out. Just have her fall into the canoe after the fight.
Yeah.
And then she passes out. And then when the police pull up there at the end, have Jason pop out of the water right there on the shore. She don't have to Jesus.
Sorry, we were wrapping up, and I got you all fired up.
I tell you, I am so upset that this movie sucks so bad.
I'm sorry, man.
I am so upset.
Waste of a Thursday night.
A waste of $10. Okay, I bought this damn movie. All right, it's in the living room. Yeah, I paid $10. It's a 4-pack. I overspent. It was $10.
You have to watch the other two. I mean, until you have to watch the others and see.
No, I don't. No, I do not.
See where they went wrong or where they went right with the franchise. So,
I'll tell you where they went right. They put the hockey mask on him in part 3. You already told me. We already know where they went right.
Oh, man. Okay, so Dude, Where's My Car? This is a banner moment.
It's a Dude, Where's My Car?
Big deal.
And I honestly never thought that sound clip would ever be used. I never thought it would be.
Yeah.
I never thought that I would come across a movie that was terrible enough to warrant
especially
a 1.
one that is like such historically, I mean, like you said, it's just like
it's an iconic franchise.
Yes,
it's an iconic character. It's an iconic name.
Yeah,
this is a shitty movie. Okay.
Yeah. No,
it is a terrible, terrible movie.
Yeah.
And I will debate with anybody. I don't care. Write me your hate mail. We will spar back and forth. I will fight to the bitter end on this one because this movie was the worst of train wrecks.
Wow.
I mean, I thought Commando sucked, and I thought Top Gun sucked. This sucked to a whole new level. All right?
Oh, man.
Sucked.
Like the seriousness in your eyes actually slightly scares me. But.
Sucked so bad. That is literally an hour and 35 minutes of my life I will never get back.
Yeah.
What a travesty.
Wow.
Horrible.
Okay.
Horrible. I
was trying to remember the movie that you said actually exceeded your... Wedding Crashers. Exceeded your expectations.
Wedding Crashers exceeded, like leaps and bounds, my expectations.
And this one here, you had expectations.
This one I had expectations. I expected to come into this just based on gut feeling going into it.
Sure.
A 3. I thought it would be a 3, and
because it's the first of the franchise.
Just because it's the first of the franchise, the year it came out.
Sure.
Probably the acting was going to be a little bit off.
Right.
No, this was way the hell off. Okay, this wasn't even in the same block. Okay, this movie was being filmed on one location. The actors were acting on something else.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well, okay. Do you have better movies?
Oh, you're damn right I do. My God.
That our listeners can forego watching Friday the 13th and go and watch these movies of your recommendations instead.
One right off the bat, Scream. Obviously, I would recommend Scream over this movie any day of the week because at least with Scream, you have some humor, you have some suspense, you have better acting.
Sure.
It's a good story. It was executed way the hell better.
Yeah.
So that one, for sure. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one.
The original.
It's just freaking terrifying.
Yeah.
That is what a horror film should be like. Just terrifying.
Yeah.
Just absolutely terrifying.
And I mean, I'll be honest, man, even seeing some of the newer, like, they've done well with the franchise as a whole.
Yeah. And you mentioned screaming earlier about how screaming in a horror film can be a big thing. You want to get a lesson on screaming? Any of you out there who are wanting to be an actress and you want to dive into the horror genre and you want to take some notes on screaming, watch the freaking Texas Chainsaw Massacre because that chick is screaming the whole entire movie. And it is blood-curdling and it makes you...
It's believable.
It's believable. It makes you uneasy because you're like, oh my God, when is she going to get killed? Because you know she's going to get killed. She's going to get killed. When's she going to get killed?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just terrifying. A movie called My Bloody Valentine came out, I believe, I think it was 81, 82 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a great horror film. That's a really good one.
Okay.
And, way better than this. And I got one more.
Okay.
This is one a lot of people may not have heard of. I actually enjoyed this movie a lot. This is what you would call like a B movie.
Okay.
It's called Sorority House Massacre. Title alone, you got to think it's a terrible movie.
Yeah.
But it actually is... if you give it a chance, it's actually pretty good. It's about a sorority that moves into a house where a family was killed years ago, but they don't know that when they move in there.
Gotcha.
And then the dude who killed his family, he returns back to his home.
Wow.
Yeah. and it is trippy. This is one of those movies when you watch it, you're like, this is going to be another slasher up film, not going to have a good story, all this stuff or whatever. It actually has a really good story. And there are cool not special effects, but just special visuals that they do within the movie that will blow your mind.
Really?
Really good.
Interesting.
So Scream, Sorority House Massacre, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I see a theme there of massacres.
I do.
And My Bloody Valentine. So there's 4 that you should definitely watch over this giant nugget-filled turd called Friday the 13th.
So, an important question.
Okay.
Are you going to keep the Jason Voorhees statue?
Yes, because A, badass looking.
It is badass. It is.
B, my wife got it for me, and I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
And C, it'll look cool in the studio when we get the studio built.
Agreed.
But I'm definitely not putting it in there because this was a cinematic masterpiece, because it was not. Okay?
Hey, he has the mask on, so like...
He does have the mask on, yeah. I can take the mask off, though.
Right.
And if I take the mask off, you can see his hideousness, which is a direct reflection of this stupid movie. His face, the way it looks when it's all busted up and ugly and is what I feel when I read Friday the 13th on my paper. This movie sucked. God, this movie sucks so bad. I cannot say how many times this movie sucked. There's not enough words in the English language to describe just how freaking terrible this movie was. So bad.
Wow.
Anyway, all right. Oh, God. Okay. Anybody have any scotch?
Scotch. I love scotch.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I got that out. I feel better now.
You feel better?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I still own it, but...
You can always lose that one.
I think I'm going to have to throw it like a Frisbee. You'll see me. I'll be the guy out in my yard throwing the DVD like a discus.
Maybe the problem is we watch the uncut version.
Yes, Jim. That's what it was. We needed that extra 4 minutes of directorial genius to not be in it. That's what we needed. We needed the refined version. That way we can get the full effect of what the audience saw back in 1980. The only thing that could save this film is a Molotov cocktail. All right. We hope that you guys have enjoyed this Dude What original from our archive. Stay tuned to the feed because there is more Halloween programming to come for the rest of the month of October. As always, you can check out everything that is Dude What related at dudewhatpod.com. Also, check us out on all the social media outlets: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Alexa, Pandora. We are everywhere. Pinterest, YouTube, you name it, we are there. Check us out there. Just search for Dude What Podcast or at Dude What Pod. It's really easy to find us. Drop us some emails. Hey, you guys at dudewhatpod.com. And we will definitely read those on air. But until the next time, we will see you guys down the road.